All right, all right. Welcome to Monday, Labor Day weekend here in the USA. I'm not sure if it's Labor Day everywhere else in the world. I know last week was in the UK. So if you're all off today, I hope you all have a wonderful, safe time. Enjoy the families. Please be careful, be safe. All right, my name is David Cutler, and I am the COO of Avazoo, and I'm here today, Monday update call. Today's date is September the 4th of 2023. So, guys, got a lot to go over with you today. For those who are going to be listening to the call later on tonight and send me messages, don't forget to reach me on the CRC. Yes, I will get back to you. Sometimes it takes some time, but I do respond. If you have a priority on something, make sure you do a help desk question. Now, we are officially closed for a 3-day holiday weekend. Of course, we always have Sylvia and Daniel that just seem to monitor everything 7 days a week, which is amazing. So you may get some results. You may get some replies if you have any help desk questions. But remember, we are officially closed Friday night through to Monday morning. However, because Monday is a bank holiday, it means that we are officially closed today. Right, guys, let's bring you up to date. First of all, number one, and the most important thing, actually three major things. I have a list of stuff here, guys, a list, okay? You got to know about it. That's why I said it's a major update. Number one, the game board was reset this morning because of a time error on the old board that got a cookie to the new board. I'm going to go into that in a short while. So if you think you'd spun early hours of the morning when the clock come over, we reset it to make it fair for everybody. I'm going to go through that in detail in a short while so you completely understand. Number two, there was an outage update maintenance from what we call one-on-one, which is also known as Ionis, which is our web provider. With no notification at all to us, they put their service in maintenance, and it was for about 18 hours on Sunday. At that time, our website was down, avazoo.com. You could not go in and purchase a ticket. It did say it was under maintenance. There was actually a link on there you can click on, the C panel and stuff that just we couldn't understand what was going on. However, that did come up last night around 11 o'clock my time. The site was back up, and it has been performing obviously since. We don't know what happened. We've already put in questions to one-on-one Ionis to find out what's going on, but we don't know. But it was not on our end. It was on our actual hoster out in Germany. Also, guys, want you to understand that we have found out from a lot of reports, there are some situations on Instagram. We're not sure about any others, that some people are having challenges receiving their free entries. Listen carefully, because if we cannot find the problem, what it is today, by the end of the shift, we've made a decision that we're going to be pulling the banners out of the app. Repeat, we're going to pull the banners outside of the app. In other words, when you go to the app, you'll only be able to use the supporter link till we find out exactly what is going on. It's a fair issue, right? It's nothing else. It's just that we want to be fair to everybody. It's unfair somebody in one part of the country or one part of the world can click on Instagram and get their free entries, and another person in another part of the world can't get theirs. So, it's down to Instagram. It's a third-party issue. We have it. It happens daily for us. We don't have a problem. It's happened to other people, but recently there's something. So we think there is an outage or an update or something with their system. We are working on it. We've actually got new app developers looking at it as I speak right now. But we want to make sure you all know, to make this fair, we'll make the decision tonight. Okay, if the decision is we know it's a quick fix and we can have it fixed in 24 hours, and then we've got to wait 2 or 3 days for the approval and up to 30 days for ISO, we will not be having banners in tomorrow. The only banner what will be in there will be a banner explaining text-wise that banner, it's going to be set to 0 entries, so you will not be able to read it. But when you go in there, the banner will come up and tell people we're investigating what the issue is, and until that time, to make it fair for all people, the banner will not do it. Now, that is going to affect your spin-offs, guys, that you are not going to be able to accumulate that many spin-offs. So before we can come up with a another opportunity. We need to make sure that we can't fix this. Again, it is not happening in certain parts of the world, but it's happening in other issues. So again, if you look into your phone tomorrow and you see one banner that just says, we're investigating the issue with Instagram, until that time, no banners will be available. Please, guys, understand that it's affecting the company and you. Your postings create ticket sales, right? And as you know, we're all on this new kick, even though the launch for the 50 million doesn't come available yet, or the available time. I'm giving everybody from the 1st of September. So it's going to affect you a little bit. But of course, what we've done is made some date changes, which I'll go through again in a minute. Also, guys, the numbers on the boards have changed. So let's dig into some detail here about a couple of things, what's going to happen. So starting tomorrow at 2 p.m., Kirk is doing a presentation for the AAP distributorship programs, 2 p.m. New York time. There is another call going to be done on Thursday at 4 p.m. New York time. So that's 2 p.m. Tuesday and 4 p.m. New York time. They're already up in the CRC. You've already got the links up in there, so you can find them in there. They are going to be done for role playing to talk about the AAP and what and how we can do that. So that's going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays, 4 o'clock. Wednesdays, 4 o'clock is going to become a major date for a prime call. It's our midweek call. And the reason being is starting next week, the game official start date will now be going off on Wednesday at 00.01. At 1 minute past the hour UTC time, the game will start. In other words, next Monday, next Tuesday, and next Wednesday, there will not be a game. The game does not begin until Wednesdays of each week. Guys, we looked at the amount of tickets that come in, and we looked at the issues we have when we create a new game. And it's unfair on our staff, and I'm not going to do that for them. They got to work 7 days a week, 3 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, whatever it is each day. So, guys, it seems to be, until you get bugs out of things, then there seems to be some problems going on in different parts of the world that creates some issues. Their cookies, they're not cleaning, they can't spin in the game, etc., etc. So we have made that decision this morning in a meeting that we will not be launching the game until Wednesdays of each week. Okay, that means Wednesday to Tuesday night will be the 7-day cycle, which also allows people on the weekends who decide not to do any work activities and enjoy their family, they will still be able to do posting during the week. To get them free entries to get more spins. Okay. Now, also additionally, the playoff will begin that following Wednesday, the same cycle, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 days afterwards. That then we'll announce the winners, which everybody can see the winners, but we'll announce them on each Saturday call. So that will be done as well. That playoff will start, obviously. The one from this week will start this upcoming Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. However, the following week, it will be the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you guys understand that. The monthly game, I'm going to go over to a couple of slides right now, guys. Again, a lot of information on this call that you guys need to be hip on. So I'm going to take you over to a couple of things in a minute. So we'll start off with the monthly game. So the monthly game will be starting... The monthly game, we readjusted the clock. If you go in and look at the clock, then you'll see it. It's 37 days and 22 hours and 28 for the end of the game. How you find that is turn around and click on a new link or open up there. It will take you over to the countdown, and it says the monthly game. The monthly game now, its official start date is 15th of September, and it ends October the 12th. Remember, the game is a 4-week cycle. So it's every 4 weeks, 28 days, the game cycles out. That is the new launch date. So you guys have that for the monthly game. It's kind of been designed to correspond with the sign up of the $50 million pool. We've taken the $50 million pool that was originally start date on the 10th of September. Now, remember, the 50 million pool is points. You receive points for each ticket sale you sell. Now, we've give you guys and everybody that is listening to this call later, it started officially from September 1st. So people that sold tickets Saturday and Friday, your points will go into that pool. Now, there's going to be a full demonstration about the pool on Wednesday on the front part. And on Saturday, there'll be a complete demonstration, front part and back part, explaining how it works completely. So this Wednesday, we will go over it again pretty well what we've done on Saturday. However, on this upcoming Saturday, Paul and Graham will be going through a complete demonstration on how the points get deducted if you don't participate in ticket sales. So remember, now you want to get as many points in there as you can. Where do they come from? Ticket sales. Ticket sales, $20, you get 1 point. If it's $50, you get 3 points. If it's $100, you get, $50 gets you 2 points. $100 gets you 3 points. We're going to be showing you on the team building, how to work the teams. That's going to start on Wednesday. So we're going to be helping you a little bit on some of the trainings on that. We've also come across some other issues. So one of the issues we had on the weekend was Christina, that I went live. And actually, that's the sister. And there's her sister. I'm still not sure exactly how you pronounce it. So I'm just going to say my new friend, because I called her and spoke to her. We were on the call for about 25, 30 minutes. And the problem was she was unable to spin in the game. She was unable to spin in the game. So what we done was, and as you can see, the icon's gone back. So now she's joined and she spinned. I done a live spin. Then we got on the phone and we talked. And when we got on the phone and we talked, this is what happened. We found out that there is a web browser in Nigeria that is not recognizing the game. There's a web browser not allowing the game. We're going to work on it to obviously come up with a solution, but we're putting everything on hold right now for another reason, which I'm going to tell you about here in a couple of minutes. But bottom line is, you can see now, there is, she's in the game. She's now played in the game. I don't know. Let's see where she's at. Okay, so she's played in her weekly game. Load, please, week 3. So she's played in the game and she's in 24th position. Now, while I'm here, guys, you know, obviously she was excited just to be able to play in the game, and we had a chance to chat. She's in Nigeria. I think she was surprised when I made the phone call, but we spent a little bit of time on the phone, and it was late in the night for her, and I didn't think about it until afterwards. So thank you very much. And her sister, who lives with her in the same house, were having the same problems. They weren't able to spin. So after doing a couple of troubleshooting issues, we found out that Chrome is an answer for people that are using domains. So what I want to tell you guys is, if you're unable to spin using your current browser, please open up Chrome and try it in Chrome before you do a ticket. Okay, before you do a ticket, try it in Chrome, because we are aware 100% that there is now a web browser that does not allow the game to spin. Now, there's a difference between the game to spin and somebody that when you go in, actually, let me go and close out of that one. I have to close out, switch back. There's a difference in somebody that's got to spin and somebody's unable to even qualify to spin. So what we've done, and my Lord, this is going to get me in trouble tonight, I can assure you. So there's a couple of people right here. So cannot spin, got all the qualifications done. This individual here has not got anything done. So we're going to go into Hiron, and we're going to open up in Hiron. Now, I know what Hiron's situation is because I worked on it, but I want to use this as an example. So he has not got the icon coming up to say spin the game because his ticket hasn't been reactivated, okay? When you click on this, there's nowhere to go, okay? Nowhere to go. So what does it mean? So you guys know, you come down to your raffle ticket, NFT, and it says purchase ticket, okay? So a lot of people, let me just do this one more time. So, and I'm going to explain what our fix is going to be so you understand it. So people are seeing this icon and they can't go any further. They keep clicking on it and they're going, I can't do it. I can't do it. Some people on the Facebook page said they couldn't get the Facebook page. Guys, the easiest way to do that is open it up, click on the Facebook like, let it go over there, unsubscribe, and then refollow. So unfollow and then refollow, and you'll find it a work. It doesn't propagate straight away. It sometimes takes a few seconds or even a minute or two to go. However, the issue with this is he thought he had in this particular case, he thought he had a coupon. He didn't have a coupon. He signed up normally, even though Kelly sent him one, but he switched over and bought a VIP ticket. And he has an issue because he has to make the payment. So if you've got anybody, because there are coupons have come to an end now, apart from 3 people, then somebody's saying they cannot play in the game, and it says meet the requirements until this latter part of this week, what they're going to do is click on their raffle entry, then they go over, and then they can click and they can make their purchase. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. So now I'm going to stop you right now and tell you what we're in the process of doing, so you're all aware of it. There is a brand new sign-up process coming into play that we've laid out all weekend and today as well, and we're going to continue with. And what's going to happen is when you arrive, see how they left that? This popped up and says, if you leave, okay, I understand I'm going to lose all my data. So remember that. So as soon as you time off or 5 minutes comes up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Every time I go off with that mouse, it comes up for a paid person. So if you're not a paid person, again, watch. Every time I go off, that happens. That's designed that way so that we can tell people when they leave their data is going to be deleted. Okay. So in this particular case, now what's going to happen? There is a brand new pop-up that is about half the size of this, half the size of this. It's going to be across the top of this, and it's here. And there is a pile of information that's in there. What we've realized, and you guys most probably don't get it because you've been with us so long. When a new person comes into their dashboard, they really don't have a clue. What am I supposed to do? What do referrals mean? What's profile means? Now, we can do videos, which we've done often. However, what we're doing is a brand new pop-up is going to be popping up in here, and it tells them step by step what they have to do to continue to play into the game, okay? If they do not meet the requirements, if they're in a country that is outside of one of our jurisdictions, what we're selling tickets in, if it's a restricted country, in other words, what will happen is by completing all of their profile and everything what they've done to get to this stage, the pop-up explains to them, unfortunately, you aren't able to make your purchase of your ticket, but we would like to give you a free weekly game so they can play in the game. It's also going to give them 7 days of going into the CRC and downloading the app. In that 7 days, they will be able to receive free entries. They'll be able to receive free entries. The entries will accumulate right here, but they will not be accounted in this first raffle or even the second raffle or third if we've not lifted the restrictions. However, if that person, I'm just using Aaron, I mean, obviously, if he now left the country of the restricted country, and while he was away, he wanted to buy his ticket, he would just come into his account, he would come over to his raffle entry, he would click on his raffle entry, and he'd purchase his ticket. And once he purchases his ticket, what would happen is it would make it active. All them entries he's received would work. So he's not going to miss out something in raffle number 1. For example, a person said to me, hey, I'm going on vacation in November. Can I buy my ticket when I'm on vacation? And I said, yes, absolutely. And this is what created said, okay, well, they can get some free entries to help promote. So rather than having upset people in restricted countries going through the complete sign-up process, now what's going to happen is they can get their free entries. They can come into the CRC. They'll be able to meet you guys. They'll be able to download the app, participate in the app, get to know the app so they know how it works, and them entries are not going to be lost. If it's raffle 2, them entries will be sitting here, or 3, or even raffle 11 to that restricted country's been removed, okay? So there's a brand new pop-up going on here. Additionally, only when you read everything and you sign off will you then be able to move to the next pop-up. And then you have to read everything and sign off to go to the next pop-up. And then you're going to have a third pop-up that is a tutorial PowerPoint presentation slideshow explaining what to do and how things work. Okay, so we're going to make that simpler. So this is our top priority for new signups, to understand what to do and how to get into the game. So that is being done as priority today. Now, here's the good news for you guys. There is a lot of you that have turned around and contacted your people. What I mean by that is you've gone in and you have contacted them. You've gone out to the referral, and you've clicked on here and they're unable to join. So let me explain what that is so you guys are well aware of why. Okay, well aware of why. So anybody on here you've emailed, they've gone out and they're unable to continue, even if they've got all of the ticks, just like this one here, one we've been testing on, right? The problem is the individuals that you're reaching out to go way, way back. And there were 3 options that they had to agree with terms and conditions. One of those options was from the ambassador program to the VIP program. That was an option they had to click on and approve. Another option was they had to put down their month and their year they were born. That was another option they needed to do. And number 3 option was from the VIP to the VIP executive or a distributorship. There were 3 separate times. There were 3 pop-ups that come up that they had to agree on the terms and conditions. However, a lot of the people did not participate, and we had a situation come up that we have now going to fix, okay? So this lady here is a perfect example. The last time she logged in, her login history was 2021. Now, we're not picking on this lady. We're trying to help her and many other people. What happened was they did not complete the profile in the first place, never downloaded the app, okay? So they didn't complete the process. You have a reason for deletion, and it is did not meet the raffle requirements, okay? This is done manually by us or automatically in certain cases if there's multiple things. So this individual, if they went in and they done the Facebook and done the subscribe and done the joined the CRC and all the necessary requirements, because she's not signed the CRC, it will come up again and again with the option, just like I showed you with wherever he's gone. I've already gone from him with Haran. And that would mean that he would not be able to play in the game. So here's what we've done today. In the last few minutes, we have now, we've uploaded, reactivated 6,755.20. But he said, do not log in yet. He's checking to see if there's any errors. That come up at 11:02, which is what I was waiting for to come to the call. This means we're reactivating all of your old ambassadors. Guys, that's more than a blessing. I mean, seriously, it's more than a blessing for these people. Get them on the phone. Get them, not now, because Roy just asked to wait a little bit to check. What you need to do is go to your account. I would say wait until the morning. But we've done it now. It should be good, but we'll know. Wait till when you guys wake up in the morning and then go in and email them and tell them to reactivate so they can play in the game. But that is what's happened. A lot of the people were unable after doing it because they got deactivated. The other thing that come up was that people had unsubscribed. We've had a few people, and thanks to Kelly and a guy by the name of David, we could find out what was happening on his account. And they unsubscribed. If you unsubscribe your email, you're deleting your email from our system. It's the law. It's the law. When you unsubscribe, you're deleting your email. Your ticket is based on your email. Your ticket is based in minimum. So when you hit delete, it deactivates you out of the system, and it says on the bottom of our emails that if you do this, you are at potential of losing your ticket. So guys, please make sure you understand if anybody unsubscribed, they also could not play in the game. Now, there's another thing I want to go into, which is more fun stuff, okay? So we have got some of the best brains surrounding Avazoo, way smarter people than me, and we kind of looked at what happened last week. When we introduced the 4D spin, which is this part here, okay, when we introduced that into the game, we realized that there were some issues. Some people jumped way up, got way out there. 100 and whatever it was, John got 140,000, something like that. So there was too many high numbers on the board. And when we launched on Sunday night, the old board was still in place in some people's catchy. So it showed up the old board and it spun. This is the new board. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. And I'm also going to tell you it could change again for next Wednesdays. Okay. So what happened now, you'll notice there's a lot more lower numbers in here than it was last week. A lot more lower numbers. I only spun once to show you so you can see I'm sitting in ranked 144 position. So when you landed on 19,000 and 18,000 and 16,000, it put you out of reach to where other people could get. The idea of the game is to be fair. The idea of the game is being fair. No other. Okay. Nobody's going to get an extra hand. It's got to be fair for everybody. Okay. So what we done is we taken off a lot of the big numbers, still got a 19,051, but there's not multiple of them. So if you have a bad spin, and I don't know who's had a bad spin because they're still up there in the 20s. Now that person, Vanessa, may have got 2 of the higher numbers or 3 of the higher numbers. However, you now can be low on the board with your initial 5 spins. You might have got 4 and 11 and 13 and 40 and 9 and 7. And you say, oh man, I can never catch Vanessa. Well, yes, you can. Each day you can get ticket sales and you can get 3 spins for a ticket sale of $100. 3 spins. You can get your entries, 40 entries. Every time you get 40 entries, you get a free spin. So I'm going to spin just in here, just so you guys can see this. And I'm actually only going to spin twice because I need to keep for, okay, so I've got a 4 again, okay? So that did not help me, obviously. So this is a perfect example of what I was trying to show you guys. I didn't know this was going to happen, but obviously it's the luck of the board. So right now, here's another one. So right now, I would be getting down on myself due to the fact is, how am I going to catch this person? And the idea, again, is the design that, and I'm not going to do any more spins. You're all going to have to wait and find out on Wednesday that my next spin could be 19,000 and my next spin after that could be 19,000, and it puts me up on the board. So we've redone the numbers, and there's possibly these numbers could even change again. So somebody who comes along who may be not in the top 5, for example, this individual could come along and sell a ticket, a $20 ticket, gets a spin, and all of a sudden she's in second place with 19,000. So that's how it's been re-looked at over the weekend to make it fair for everybody. We're not going to do it any other way but fairness. That's just the way we are. So guys, so you know how you're done. So let me look at the list. And Paul, is there anything you want to come on at this time? I know you're still experimenting with the numbers and it might take another time. But is there anything else you want to address?
No, I think you've pretty much covered it all. Again, just to reiterate what you're saying, obviously, you know, this is something new for us and we're trying to be fair to everyone, to give everyone the same chances. So, you know, bear with us. You know, there's always teething issues, but we are trying to do it so everyone's got a fair chance of winning. And that's all we can really do. And I hope and pray for all your understanding, and I really do appreciate the time you give us to work our little bugs and kinks out.
No, absolutely awesome. And we do really appreciate you guys as well. But I'm just going to quickly run down the list. I don't know if Justin, or I don't know if Elias, if Elias, I don't normally have you come on a corporate update, but is there anything right off the get-go you would like to explain to anybody? Maybe, I don't know if you do. If not, then I'm going to recap and close it out, and then you can address it to our Spanish community on a direct call. But Justin, anything for you need me to address with customer service?
No, we're good at this moment. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to do a recap, okay? Because I want to make sure. I know you got some new people just joined on the call. So our $50 million pool, which is a guaranteed prize, not an if you win prize, is all operational right now. Every ticket you sell is point related now for your pool. But the official date was 10th. It has now been changed to the 15th of September. And the reason we've done it to the 15th of September is because the monthly game is now scheduled for the 15th of September. So that's basically 11 days from now. That's designed so it goes hand in hand with the other launch. That pool will only be open 90 days. Guys, you're going to hear me say this all the while because people tendency to sit back and wait. Okay, you got to get as many points as you can in that pool, and you need 100 points. Where do the points come from? Points come from ticket sales and some other promotional stuff. So, guys, it's down to you if you want to part of that $50 million or not. That is up to you. I can't force you either way, but you've got this extra time here. Because the official date is the 15th. And, of course, we're going to do the best we can to show you how to sell some tickets. That's number one, the 50 million pool. We're going to explain that more on Wednesday. And, of course, on this upcoming Saturday, you'll have both of them. So your start date for the monthly game is the 15th. That's 37 days from now will be the end of the first monthly game. Guys, then prizes are bigger and very lucrative. If we can get to a particular number, we will have a car on that wheel that you can purchase, but we have to reach that number of how many eyeballs are on it. So please be prepared that, keep an eye on that. It's very important. We have reactivated a total amount with the $100 ticket, $20 ticket, the $50 tickets. We have activated just under 8,000 people have been reactivated. Now you can reach out to them. I would give it a couple of hours, reach out to them, and you can then have them sign up, and they won't have the problem where they cannot spin in the game. The spin in the game are going to be important, guys, because one of the promotions I've got for you to get points is your participant of your team in the game. Your participant of your team in the game. You're going to find out on Wednesday. The site was down yesterday, only Avazoo.com, because of one-on-one Ionis that went into maintenance without even telling any of us. We have no idea. We are aware that there is an Instagram. It was brought up Saturday on the call. We've done some testing. There are certain issues in certain countries or certain mobile providers that's causing it. We don't know if Instagram had a update. We're trying to find out. In the meantime, listen very, very carefully. Tomorrow you may not see banners in the app. And if it takes a day or a week or even a month to get it fixed and approved, we will either remove Instagram for everybody or we will turn around and fix it and get it running. But in the meantime, we will not be putting any banners up. Now, that hurts the company big time because you are advertising for the company. So we want it up as quick as you, if not quicker. But as of right now, tomorrow, we won't know if the banners are going to be inside the phone. So just so you know. There is 2 calls this week. There is an AAP call for showing you doing some roll calling with Kirk. He is doing the one tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And then there is one at 4 o'clock on Thursday that is going to be done by Kelly for the AAP. And I'm hoping that Elias would like to do one for Spanish as well, because the AAP program is another way you're going to get rewarded to get points into the $50 million. All right, guys. I know that's a lot of information today. For those of you who are watching this call later, I am sorry it's taken so long, but there was so much that we had to get out and address, like the wheel spinning. And then we had, that was a cookie issue, and people's were still spinning. We're going, how can they even get these numbers? So of course we had to do everything, reset everything, and put it out there. And bottom line to the deal is, what we would like you to do, all of you, is log out of your dashboard and log in. Do that regularly. That way you get the most up-to-date of what's available, especially if you're on somebody which has got 2G or 3G, or your internet is horrible, because you pop on the app, it doesn't get chance to reload because you look in there, boom, check, and disappear. And that app closes down. It's not yet reset. So do me a favor if you can, log out, log back in. That always kind of verifies you're there. Now, the winners from last week, so there was a couple of quick questions. We don't care which way you want it. One person sent in whether you want it on PayPal or a wallet. Just tell us your preference. It's better for us, most probably a wallet, a crypto wallet at this stage. We have not yet got the final program put together for the current wallet. So over the next week or two, like I mentioned on Saturday, we will be just doing the 5 winners, whichever way they are. There's gift cards this week, I see. So it's kind of congratulations, but we'll announce them on Wednesday. So guys, don't forget, there will not be a new game this upcoming Monday. That will start on Wednesday, and that will be the 7-day weekly game from now onwards on the Wednesday. The monthly ones will change because they're always a 4-week cycle, 28-day cycle. All right, guys, I apologize so much. It's a Labor Day weekend. You're almost probably relaxing, but I'm really appreciating you get in. Very thankful of all of you. God bless to you and the family. Please be safe, be careful today, and we will see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock for the AAP, and Wednesday for a midweek call. All right, guys, be safe, be blessed. Love to all of you. God bless.